Hey everyone, and a massive shout out to the Class 10 students of JNV East Garo Hills. I am absolutely thrilled you're here. Today, we're jumping right into mastering English tenses, but we're doing it in a completely new, highly visual way. You can forget about those boring, repetitive drills. We are treating this whole explainer like a video game to help you literally conquer your English paper.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We all know the CBSE Class 10 grammar section is worth a solid 10 marks, right? But man, those gap-filling and editing questions, they can sometimes feel like traps just waiting to steal your score. Well, what if I told you there are actual, literal cheat codes you can learn to completely beat the system? Get ready, because we're about to secure those marks efficiently, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, to make sure we're targeting exactly what your examiners want to see, we're pulling directly from official school materials, like this super comprehensive grammar worksheet from Indian school Al-Wadi Al-Kabir. But don't worry, we aren't just going to sit here and read it like a textbook. We're taking all the vital rules packed in these pages and leveling them up into an exciting game that your brain will actually enjoy remembering.
All right, level 1, master the visual timeline. Honestly, the easiest way to hack tenses is just to map them out chronologically. It's like a giant puzzle, and when you see the pieces, it all makes sense. On the left, you've got the past. These are completely finished actions. Think of it as a closed door. In the middle is the present, stuff happening right now. And on the right, the future, actions that just haven't happened yet. Literally every single sentence you will ever read or write falls somewhere on this map.
And that visual map leads us straight to our core definition. Tense is simply the grammatical form that denotes the time of an action or state of being. Basically, time is the boss here. Time dictates when an action, like writing a letter or playing football, actually occurs. And the tense? Well, the tense is really just the outfit the verb wears to show you that specific time.
Let's move to level 2 and see how this builds the structures. Starting with the present tense, the formula just changes based on the status of the action. If it's a simple, everyday habit, it's just the subject plus the base verb. You know, like she reads books. Now, if it's ongoing right this second, it's continuous. They are playing football. And for an action that started in the past but still impacts the present, that's perfect. He has finished his homework. Now slide on over to the past tense. The logic here is exactly the same, actually. It's just shifted backward in time. Finished an action, boom, simple past. She visited her grandmother. Was it ongoing in the past? They were watching a movie. And if it's an action completed before another past action, that's past perfect. He had left before I arrived.
And finally, the future tense structures. These are incredibly straightforward. To talk about something that hasn't happened yet, we basically just throw in the word will. So the simple future is just subject plus will plus the base verb, like I will go to the market. If it's going to be ongoing in the future, it just becomes I will be going. You see how simple it is when you just follow the formula visually?
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the actual science behind it. Neurological studies prove that learning in a fun, emotionally positive environment physically lowers what's called your affective filter. So instead of struggling to cram rules into your head, your brain naturally turns them into automatic memory. Just by hanging out and enjoying this explainer, you're literally improving your retention for the exam.
Okay, moving right along to level 3 CBSE exam cheat codes.
Look, examiners love to use specific hidden triggers to test you, and we like to call these time indicators. For the simple past, you need to look out for specific words like yesterday, last night, or a specific date like in 1947. The very second you spot one of these words, it instantly signals a finished action. Boom, you know for sure it's the simple past tense. So the crucial point here is that spotting these specific words totally prevents you from falling into those tricky mixed tense traps the CBSE loves to set. For example, words like already almost always point to a perfect tense. By the time usually signals a past perfect or future perfect scenario. And tomorrow? Well, that is a massive glowing neon sign pointing straight to the future tense. The takeaway? Don't guess the tense. Look for the time indicator.
All right, time for the boss level, the board exam quiz. All right, JNV East Garo Hills, let's see what you've actually got. Here is your first boss challenge. It is already 10, but he blank as yet. Okay, quickly scan the sentence. Can you spot the hidden time indicator? Which option is it going to be? Well, if you guessed option A, you absolutely nailed it. The answer is has not returned. Why? Because that little phrase, as yet, is your literal cheat code here. It connects an action that started in the past directly to the present moment, which means we absolutely have to use the present perfect tense. Great job. Rapid fire. Next step. We are testing your knowledge of conditional tenses. If you go there, you blank. Think really carefully about the condition being set up here. And this brilliantly illustrates the rule of open conditions. The correct answer is B, will repent, because the if clause sets up a condition in the simple present. If you go there, it logically triggers the simple future tense for the result. Basically, if this happens now, then that will happen later.
Level up complete. Exam strategy.
Fantastic work getting through that boss fight. Now, let's quickly lock in a foolproof strategy for the actual exam day. Step 1, always read the full sentence to get the context. Step 2, scan for and spot your time indicator cheat codes. Step 3, apply the correct rule. Following these 3 steps is absolutely crucial to stop you from losing marks on silly, impulsive guesses. Before we wrap up, I really want you to keep this quote from our source materials in mind. One slip and the marks are gone, but every rule is learnable, every mark is winnable. You guys don't have to fear the grammar section. By visualizing the timeline and knowing exactly what time indicators to look for, you are in complete control. You've got the map, and you have the tools to win. So, to all our incredibly focused learners watching, especially our friends at JNV East Garo Hills, you've now unlocked the ultimate grammar cheat codes. The only question left is, how are you going to use them to totally dominate your board exams? Take this knowledge, apply it to your practice papers, and go secure those 10 marks. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy studying!